Brian's house is already arranged. What about me? I do not even get a chance. All my parents' attention is on him. I am like air forgotten. 3 years later, I stand in front of the small house I built with my own hands. Holding the deed, my parents and Brian stunned. They thought money and favoritism could decide my value. Reality told them, only effort and skill are the true trump cards. 3 months ago at dinner they discussed Brian's house budget. Parents said we can give him $100,000. I forced a smile unnoticed. Brian turned to me. Thanks, Danny, your turn will come. I smiled, my eyes silent anger and determination. Mother reminded, remember dinner next week. I said, planned in my heart, already decided not to go. Father looked at me, eyes questioning and displeased. Brian continued talking about renovations like the world was his stage. I cleared dishes slowly, air heavy on my shoulders. At that moment I knew my parents only had golden children in mind. I resolved to prove my value independent of their approval. I took on low-budget design projects, staying up late every night. Client Marcus called saying he was finally satisfied with the logo. I raised the price 50%. He did not hesitate. No problem, well done. Sarah at the coffee shop reminded me value should not be underestimated. She suggested setting boundaries and never letting anyone undervalue me. Freelancing let me slowly accumulate funds and confidence. Every night productive and purposeful. I moved out of a 400 square foot apartment into a 1-bedroom new home. Salary doubled, life stable, yet still craving to prove myself. I learned new skills, improved competitiveness, expanded business scope. Every successful project was a response to parental neglect. Brian occasionally messaged. I only replied, busy at work, congratulations. After a year of no contact, I felt light, free, as if a burden lifted. Sarah accompanied me, helping plan the future. She encouraged real estate investments, proposing feasible plans. I saw 5 acres of wasteland, half the price of Brian's down payment. I photographed it, discussed strategy with Sarah. She offered partial funding. I insisted on paying the majority. Frank confirmed the price, fair, final deal signed by me. Daily clearing weeds, hauling debris, sweating through clothes. I built the house myself from foundation to roof, every inch. Nights studying DIY, watching construction videos, improving efficiency. Sarah painted and decorated, making it warmer. Architect James joined, offering design and professional guidance. We used eco-friendly methods, reduced costs, ensured beauty and utility. Every step condensed effort and intelligence, proving I was no less capable than Brian. I shared house photos publicly, gaining recognition from community and clients. Income rose, reputation established. Clients contacted me more. I began taking control. Sarah planned interior details, combining function and aesthetics. The small house transformed from wasteland into a dream dwelling. Hands callous, yet smile full of satisfaction. Life clear past humiliation became fuel for progress. Brian saw the house phone, screamed, Dad, come see. Father arrived, silent, gazing at the house, first glimmer of respect. Mother whispered, is this yours? I nodded, yes, I built it myself, completely independently. Brian frozen, unable to respond. Parents astonished, expressions complex. I presented design materials and construction accounts showing each cost. Every dollar from labor, every board completed by my hands. Parents silent, realizing Brian's $100,000 was trivial. I pointed to the house, saying, you raise golden children, I create value. Brian argued, this is unfair. I sneered, fair, I did it myself, this is real. Mother coughed, no words. Father sighed, unsure how to respond. I let Sarah explain investment and legal agreements. The house was not just a home but a counter to neglect. Brian shocked, looking at me, first time feeling powerless. Parents' expressions complex, realizing favoritism consequences. I said, I do not need your money or approval. They stepped aside, unable to intervene. Brian grabbed his phone to call Father. I subtly stopped him. I smiled at Sarah, victory and relief intertwined. Sunset, I stand before the house holding the deed. Parents silent on way home, my world belongs to me. Brian understood golden life could not overpower my effort and results. This was revenge, no verbal humiliation, only reality and power. I looked at Sarah, we did it. She nodded, holding my hand, smile warm. Parents shocked by reality, years of neglect met results. Brian tried to explain parental favoritism, I smiled, shaking my head. Every board, every design drawing was my victory. I walked to the front door, invited them inside. Parents inspected details and functionality, silent. I explained every step of self-reliance. Brian, wide-eyed, could not deny facts, first time disadvantaged. Mother murmured, so you could do this. I nodded calmly, yes, all my effort. Father sighed, I always misunderstood you. I shook my head, misunderstood, you never truly cared. Sarah stood beside, smiling support. Brian at a loss, realizing advantage reversed. Parents bowed heads, first time feeling powerless and regret. I watched the sunset, relaxed, final irony. Money given to Brian, I earned my world myself. The house, proof and boundary of family. I said, no longer need approval or interference. Brian's silent, parents' quiet, reality, the sharpest slap. Sarah and I walked back inside, holding hands, looking to the future. We organized interior details, checked construction traces. Sarah arranged interiors, filling the space with warmth. I opened windows, evening breeze blowing and feeling freedom. At night, soft lighthouse, I sat at table planning future. I knew this moment effort and persistence rewarded. Brian could no longer suppress me with money or parental favor. Sarah and I discussed expansion, small design studio possible. Parents at road edge could only watch, unable to interfere. I breathed deep, calm, every step autonomous choice. Home no longer oppression, now space I controlled. I placed deed in cabinet, locked every document. Sarah beside me, smiling, hand lightly touching mine. Brian downcast, advantage completely reversed. Parents' complex expressions forced to acknowledge reality. I whispered, every dollar, every board, every design earned by me. Sunset wind through house, I felt freedom, inner peace. Final victory, response to past neglect. Sarah and I stand together before house, hand in hand, smiling at future. Life firmly in my hands. Home a chosen space, not constraint. Visitors see achievement, not money. I closed my eyes, breathed deeply, feeling satisfaction from labor and persistence. Future full of plans, strength, and confidence. I walked the path belonging to me.